Hi, FlossTube Stitchers. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of Summerween. Yes, it's exactly what you think. It's celebrating Halloween during the summer, but did you know it was a thing? So apparently it was really big on TikTok last year. That's not where I saw it. I don't have an account with TikTok, but I saw it someplace on social media, maybe another person's FlossTube video, maybe it was on the news, I don't know, but something caught my eye or ear the other day, and I decided to look up to see if it was a thing. So here is what USA Today said in an online article. Americans love Halloween. In fact, roughly 47% of people in a National Retail Federation survey admitting to buying Halloween decor well before October. Well, hello, it's because the retailers have it out already. It's not our fault. It's no surprise then that Summerween is fast becoming a popular holiday. This mashup of Halloween and summer fun has fans of All Hallows Eve celebrating spooky season as early as June. Think skeletons holding ice cream cones and frozen daiquiris, pumpkins wearing sunglasses, and ghosts in sun hats. The holiday originated from an episode, Season 1, Episode 12, of Disney's animated show Gravity Falls, in which the town of Gravity Falls celebrates Halloween twice a year because residents love it so much. This dates back to 2012. And when I think of how old my nieces were at the time, it's no wonder that I didn't know anything about this show because they were already probably too old for it. So, when is Summerween celebrated? A calendar in this episode showed the third week of June. So many people celebrate Summerween on June 22nd, which I think is like the third Friday or the third Saturday of the month. It's also become popular to celebrate on July 31st or the last weekend in July. But really, anytime during the summer is okay to celebrate this. I also saw that people were carving watermelons instead of pumpkins. I've seen pictures of the ready-made ice cream sandwiches cut into coffin shapes. And in many of the articles that I read, in addition to the USA Today, mentioned, showing spooky movies in the backyard, which you couldn't do in many parts of the country in October. So early in the month of October, it's still pretty nice here, but it never fails on Halloween or whatever day the neighborhoods are trick-or-treating. It is cold, so that kids are wearing jackets or coats, or they're freezing because they don't want to hide their costume, or it's raining. So I think this idea of celebrating in the summer is really fun, and I'm actually thinking of doing a special event next year. So tonight's FlossTube is going to be central to Halloween as far as what I'm showing you. So my vintage offerings tonight, I think I found them all in the same place, but they're little pillows. And the last time I decorated for Halloween was in 2023, and I checked my photos and none of these were in those photos. So I'm sure that the bin I looked in had not been opened since we moved to this house 20 plus years ago. Now, it was an orange and black bin in the basement. So it was no surprise to me that there was Halloween in there. I just kind of had forgotten about it, and I don't always decorate for Halloween. So I was quite surprised to open it up and see stitching right on top. So the first one, I actually found the free chart. This is by Needle Love Company, and I thought it was from a chart that had multiple Halloween designs in it, but it turns out it's a similar pumpkin, but it's not the same thing. And so I had put this aside, thinking I better find out if that's even the right company before I show this. And I ran across the free chart. It's by Needle Love Company. The design itself is called Pumpkin Night. It was a freebie from the Charlotte Needlework Market back in 1993. So I do have the half-page chart, and if you're interested, I can send it with a future mail order. So it's done on, let's see, I forgot to check. I'm pretty sure this is 10 count Tula. I don't remember that they made Clostern in black, so I think it's 10 rather than 7 count. And it's all done in Hronec ribbon. So it was some kind of collaboration between Renee at Needle Love and Hronec, because it's not a fiber that she would ordinarily use for her other prim designs. And then I had a local finisher just put some, you know, fun sparkly fabric on the back, and I think it was her idea to put this kind of binding on it. So I think that's really cute, and I was glad I figured out where it was from, because I hate to show something if I can't obtain it for you. So the next one gave me fits, because I thought for sure I knew which chart it was from or which company it was from. I thought it looked like a Cricut collection, and I looked at their website, every single Halloween design, it wasn't there. I Googled it, I did an image search, I couldn't find it. And then by chance, I saw a book called Folk Angels that had different seasons on it, and all the little creatures had wings. And then I thought, but this looks like the Folk Angel style, and the shape of the, in this case it's a little girl, but the other ones might have been animals. So it looked like the same thing. So I decided to do another search of just Folk Angels from Cricut Collection, because it wasn't on their website. And I found it. And this is Folk Angels +1. So the other ones on the chart were actually angels, and this one has a cape instead of wings. So I was glad I found that. It's not still available for shops to order because it was no longer on Cricut's website, but I did find it in some stash unload groups. So it was book number 39. The next one also is still giving me fits, because I was positive I knew what it was. I'm just sure that it's a Prairie Schooler. And I found a Prairie Year, and I thought, oh, well, maybe it's a Prairie Year too, because the original Prairie Year had a pumpkin for October. So I thought, oh, it's got to be Prairie Year too. And all of the Prairie Schooler charts are still shown on their website, although not all of them have been reprinted by Hoffman. So if you're looking for an older chart, then it's best to go to the Prairie School website, and then if it's not on Hoffman, maybe we can all ask for it to be re-released. Anyway, it's the same style, and actually both of these were done on the putty khaki 18 count Davos, which Prairie Schooler was known for, and that might be why I did the witch on that. But it's the same style as the Prairie Year. The Prairie Year 2 has a witch, not a black cat. If anyone recognizes this or has this chart, I don't want you to go to a lot of trouble, because I've already tried to research it and couldn't find out anything. But if anybody stitched this and remembers what this is, please let me know. In the meantime, my luck is it'll probably show up in my stash next week, even though I couldn't find it. It's always after I show it that I, find the right information. But anyway, it's very cute. It's 2 strands over 1 on the 18, and it's just a really, simple pillow finish. So I am planning on decorating my house for Halloween this year. And I told my husband, if I don't decorate in August for Halloween, it's not going to happen. So don't be surprised if I take down all the strawberries and bees like next week and start putting Halloween up. He doesn't care. He won't care at all. He won't even question it, because now he probably assumes it's for my FlossTube. Okay, that was my vintage. Then we have a new shop model. It's kind of big, so I had it propped up on the floor. This is on loan from Marlane. She stitched it on a really fun, sparkly, hand-dyed fabric. The design is by Kathy Barrick, and it's called This is, no, it's called Tonight is Halloween. This is Halloween is something else. So anyway, it's really cute. So this chart obviously is still available, or I wouldn't have it as a model. All right, next I'll show you my whips. This first one is not Halloween, but it's recent, and it really should have been finished by tonight. But I had issues with the crowns. So this is Wise Men Still Seek Him by Lizzie Kate. I did sell out of, I had multiple charts in stock, and I sold out right after I showed this on social media as my Whip Wednesday. But I do have more on order because the distributor still has these. Otherwise, I didn't check 1, 2, 3 Stitch to see if I think they reprinted it, but the distributor still had copies. So I still have the halo, and I have the rest of the little blue motifs in between the crowns, and I have to add the white to the other crowns. But my sticking point was I switched from Schneckley to Whiskey because I was using Whiskey on another chart and I liked the color better. My Schneckley was very green. So I stitched, now I've redone them all, so don't look too closely because the issues that I had are no longer on here. I removed them and restitched all the crowns. But the first crown I did with 2 strands. Obviously this is 28 count fabric, so I was using 2 strands. And I did each stitch individually like I normally do for hand-dyed thread. And it was the variation was so obvious, I think because the crown is so small, and I got this really light spot in the wrong place. And I'm like, I don't like that. So then I decided to go across the row and back so that the variation would be less noticeable. Guess what? It looked exactly the same. It did not change. It still had a weird light spot. So then I thought, all right, I'll get you and I'll take 2 strands and I'll reverse one of them so that the variation is less obvious. And what happened? I swear, I should have taken a picture of it, but it looked exactly the same. And I'm like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. What is happening here? So then I saw on social media, Facebook, I believe, somebody had done it all in DMC. It looked great, all in DMC. And I'm like, why am I fussing so much with the hand-dyed when I just liked it with but I had done the rest of it in the hand-dyed choices. So I thought, all right, never mind. So I decided to blend 1 strand of a gold DMC that matched the hand-dyed and 1 strand of the hand-dyed. And bingo, that worked. So that's what all the crowns are now. If I wouldn't have had to restitch each crown, well, 3 of the crowns, if I didn't have to restitch those, it would have been finished by tonight. All right. And then I had the idea to start a new Halloween project, but I thought, nope, you've got to give some love to some other whips. So I got out a classic haunt. I forgot to look up when I started this. It might have been 2 years ago. The chart is from 2023, and I didn't start it right away because I got the idea to do it on perforated paper from somebody who is either a customer or works at Cross My Heart in Columbus, and they shared it on their page, and I really liked it. So I decided to do the same thing, and I got the, I can't remember if it's lavender or lilac. I can't remember what the color is called, but I got the lavender perforated paper. Let's see, I can put white behind it, but you might see some, oh, not too bad. You might see some tails because there's some areas that I want to wind under some other areas, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So there's still some tails on the back, but I added some more to this. I think I filled in the second color on the pumpkins, and I stitched the houses. That might have been it. I just worked one evening on it. And This should be finished pretty quickly too. In fact, I probably thought I was going to finish right away when I got to this point in the project, but it's very tedious. It's a little bit harder to wind under your threads on the back, so I keep switching to a smaller needle to wind them under. Then there's a lot of confetti stitches which show on the perforated paper, so I've been doing one strand and doing each leg of the stitch twice, which takes twice as long to make your stitch, and it's a little bit harder to hold. And anyway, so you know, an hour or an evening is enough, and then I want to move on to something else. So I have to call this homework and maybe do exactly what I told a customer the other day when she said she had a project she didn't want to work on. And I said, just make yourself work on it for half an hour or an hour and then move on to what you want to work on. And then eventually it'll get finished. So I will go back to this. I don't know if it'll be fully finished by this Halloween, but it doesn't seem like I have that much more to do. It's just all the fiddly little stuff. All right, so that was a classic haunt by Hands-On Design. Then I did just a little bit more work on Slightly Spooky. I'm working on this one. I am going to do all three. I have enough fabric to do all three on the same. And I'm using Color and Cotton, Featherweight, and Fortissimo. Let me see if I can show all this in the same shot. So what I did is I continued the border all the way to the end, and the rest of the border should go pretty quickly because I don't really have to measure anything. It's a, you know, it's an easy, even border. So I'm doing one strand on, I'm pretty sure this is 36 sterling from Picture This Plus. Okay, then this is a new chart that came in recently. Well, it's new to me. Let me see if is there a date. This designer might not put the date on. Oh, here it is. It's a 2024. It's by Dirty Annie's Southern Style, Halloween Tiny Tags. And I'm actually doing one of the two freebies that you can get with a QR code on the back of the chart. Actually, it might be on her website if you look under freebies. I think I saw it there first. And then I wanted to see what chart it went with. So I had not gotten this the last time I ordered from her, but I needed to reorder recently to get the summer models that Bonnie had stitched. So I added this to it. So I want to do a couple more. I want to do this cute one that says Boo. I was thinking of doing that in glow-in-the-dark white. I'm attracted to the ones that don't have a lot of color. Like this one's cute, but there's too many colors for me. So, and then this one's cute, Happy Halloween. So, or is that what it says? Yes, it's a fancy font. I couldn't read it at first. So this is one of the free ones. See, I was attracted to it because it totally represented Halloween and didn't use that many colors. I did change the orange, the green, and the brown just to look better on my fabric. This is 16 count Spooky Hollow from Fabric Flair. And I'm gonna do another one down there. This was just a nice little, actually I think I just cut the end. It was just a weird scrap on the end, and I cut it off, and I thought I arranged it so I could put another one down there. So I did that pretty much in one evening. If you start early enough, like right after an early dinner, you could probably get this done in one night. I'm using 2 strands just so it's really nice and full. All right. I'm probably going to go ahead and finish it on the little black chalkboard tags that she offers. This was a pack of 10 for $21. The chart was $15. So if you're going to make a commitment, you know, think of ways that you could use them. There's other Halloween designs that would be small enough to fit on there too, if you want to go beyond what was on the chart. If you have a stitch group or going to a retreat or hosting a Halloween party, anyway, they're fun. So I ordered a number of these, but I probably won't open up a pack just to do one ornament. I would probably rather save them for customers to purchase and wait until I get more finished, unless there's, you know, a pack left right before Halloween, and then I could use them. So these are available for sale. Okay, oh, and the chart is going to be my giveaway this week. So just tell me what you like best about Halloween. Or, well, I guess if you don't celebrate Halloween, you won't want the chart. But yeah, so just tell me what you like about that holiday. And I'll put you in the drawing next week and let the random number generator pick a comment. Okay, that is all the stitching. Then I had some haul. I'm not going to show you the other things I bought because I may have some finishes to put in them and they're not necessarily Halloween, but I did find this at Michael's. Let's see. Let me put that right up in case you want to take a screenshot of it. If your local store doesn't have it, you might be able to order it online. The regular price was $14.99, but I actually had a $5 coupon to use, so I didn't mind paying full price for it. Our local Michael's is a smaller store. They hardly ever have anything in the holiday department except at Christmas, where they have a million of one thing and nothing else. So I grabbed it because I was thinking I wouldn't be able to, you know, find it later. And I've seen some different finishes that use the clip. I know that you can leave a little bit of fabric on top and clip your stitching on there. I was thinking of maybe doing something on perforated paper or doing something on Aida where I could fringe it and put it on here. But you could also do like a covered button or something smaller with a magnet or Velcro and put a ribbon or a floral sprig or something else to enhance where the leaf is and put that in this area. So we'll see what I come up with, but I'd like to have two coordinating things, maybe, you know, from the same designer. So I thought that was fun. And then we got the Atomic Ranch for July, was a color called Mirkwood. It wasn't new, but I've never had it before. And I'm holding it backwards here. I have a number of people on an auto, and these are the 3 counts that I have left over right now. The top one is 36 linen. The middle one is 20 count Aida, and the bottom is 16 Aida. And you can see that there's a little bit of a grayish tone to it, but also like some of the counts had a slightly pinky peachy tone to it, but it's really pretty in person. And Bonnie, my framer, took a look at it and said, ooh, so she had some ideas right away of what she might want to do on it. I think there's some tiny towns. Of course, everything that I look at right now, I'm thinking Halloween, and I've ordered Halloween fabric. So, or colors that would be appropriate for Halloween stitching. So I thought Halloween, but it also would be good for fall. And it's just a nice neutral to have in your stash. So if you need any of these 3 counts, feel free to reach out before I run out of them. Or if you want to order it in another count, it's no problem. I can always add something to my monthly autos. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to add anything else in right now. It depends on how much extra time I have, but I am going to put, I think it's about a 4-minute video at the end of our recent visit to the Medina County Fair. Medina County is where we live. Cuyahoga County is where the shop is. And depending on the weather, we might go to that fair this coming week. So I will put that at the end. Okay, I think I told you everything on my, oh, I'm sorry, the winner of the Little Robin design chart, she can have any of the 4 seasonal ones that are in that coverlet trio series. And I saw that she had emailed me, so she saw my message, but I didn't read it yet, so I don't know which one she's gonna choose, but it's Susie Walden. Okay, I think that's it for now. And thanks for all the nice comments about my Christmas in July video. I was so relieved to finish that one and get that out there. It was just a technology nightmare at one point due to some of the updates that happened around the first of the year. And I just, I put it aside out of frustration, but my goal was to post it for Christmas in July. So I'm glad that that worked out. Okay, I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Come on, let's get him. Let's get him. You know what, those sometimes they run away. Hurry, hurry. Oh, wait a minute. They're going that way. Oh, let's see how they go. Let's see how they do. Oh, the boys got one. The boys got one. Hurry, you gotta hook it. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Oh, hurry, hurry. Good job, boys. Oh, hurry, hurry, hurry.
Stories of the hot rod race with the Fords and
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Second difference, sea lion have a strong flippers. They can wave to everybody. Come on, guys, wave back. They can see you. Right there in the back too. Come on. Thank you. These strong flippers are so strong that they can hold their entire body into your beautiful handstand. Come on, girls, show them.